Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together. Mentality.
The Texans offense getting going here for the first time. 9-0 now with their most recent victory. And one guy we'll be keeping close tabs on is this man, the veteran at running back. And he was, in a word, unreal a week ago.
The game of his life is how he put it. And man, was he magnificent in that one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Ritchie, and some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
When they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. I wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On first down, Ritchie. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Ritchie. And he spins through. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Ritchie. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ritchie, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give, right side. Ritchie. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Well, fans of old-school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old-school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring, not pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
So here are the Texans to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mills over the middle. That's caught by Mechie. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And some space here. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They'll run on first down. Ritchie. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Ritchie, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Ritchie. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Ritchie, and some room to run now. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 50 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mills. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. On first down, Ritchie. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ritchie, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll try the left side. Ritchie uses the stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Holding offense.
So they they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
Consistent, made up my mind that no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot.